It's Monday, October 28th. Today, I'm just wondering, now that I've reached 81 years old, will I be alive still the next time the Cowboys figure out a way to beat the Denver Broncos?
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Eyeing retirement? We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design risk management with income-generating investments designed to aid your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Fluent Financial can also implement a program that allows business owners to install a cash balance plan, which may potentially reduce income tax payments. You've worked hard to become successful. Let us help develop an effective portfolio strategy that works for you. Learn more today about Fluent Financial. Retire sooner, better lifestyle. For more information or to schedule a meeting, visit fluentfinancial.com or call 972-852-4800.
Whatever that was in Denver Sunday, it was an absolute butt-kicking. It was absolutely as bad as the 20-point margin suggested, and it could have been worse. After last week, there was talk that the Dallas defense, coordinated by Matt Eberflus, had begun to understand the systems. That was the leavings of a large farm animal. Dallas was better against Washington because all the Washington wide receivers were hurt. In Denver Sunday, any of the top 4 Denver wide receivers could have been the number 1 receiver for Washington last week. Denver's offensive game plan was simple. First, like several other teams the Cowboys have faced recently, Denver just shoved the football right down the Cowboys' throat. They gained 179 yards rushing and 6.4 per carry. And by the way, that could have been worse, except that Denver's totals decreased because the last few possessions, Denver was just trying to get the clock wound down. The other part of the Denver game plan, just find wherever Cowboy rookie cornerback Trayvon Bridges was lined up and throw the ball to that guy, whoever Bridges was trying to cover. You know, as we said before, this could have been worse. Denver dropped at least 3 passes, and one of them would have been a touchdown. Denver dominated throughout. And no more evidence of that than looking at the 2 quarterbacks. Nix, the quarterback for Denver, Bo Nix, threw the ball 29 times. He had 4 touchdown passes, and as I said, 3 of his passes were dropped. He had 1 interception, and during the entire game, the Cowboys they didn't sack him at all. The Cowboys hit Bo Nix 1 time. Dak Prescott of the Cowboys was harassed most of the day. He had 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. He threw 31 times, and he was hit 8 times. That supposedly improving Dallas defense allowed 7 plays of 20 yards or more. Denver ran it and threw it and basically did whatever the hell they wanted to. Dallas falls to 3-4. That's 10th in the NFC, but there are 3 other teams scantly behind them with 3-4 records, having played only 7 games. Now they've lost 8 in a row against Denver. They haven't beaten Denver anywhere in the last 30 years, and it's now been 33 years and counting since the Cowboys won a game in Denver. In short, Dallas was awful Sunday. Their defense was pathetic. And teams with pathetic defenses are going nowhere. Next, that much picked on rookie cornerback Trayvon Bridges was on the field only because starter Trayvon Diggs showed up on injured reserve. That's a bizarre story, and that's next. What do you want from your favorite restaurant? Fantastic personal service? A cheery, welcoming, spotless atmosphere? And, of course, great food. The primest of beef, wagyu and lamb, incredibly fresh seafood, lobster, salmon, shrimp. Hall of Fame food from a Hall of Fame restaurant. 2 locations of Bob's Steak and Chop House, the original Bob's on Lemon Avenue, and the gorgeous new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney. My wife Mary's the co-creator of Full Moon Healing Balm, and I guess I'm the reason this terrific cream was developed. A few years ago, I began getting these huge, ugly blood blotches just beneath the skin of my arms and hands. The condition's called senile purpura. And no, you don't have to be senile to experience this embarrassment. It happens as you age. And then to cover it up, we begin wearing long sleeves even when it's hot. It took 2 years working with a New Jersey lab to refine the all-natural ingredients of Full Moon Healing. Gently massage a very small amount into the skin, and within a day, the blotches begin to fade. Senile purpura usually takes weeks to disappear, but this balm cuts the timeline to about a week. And ordering's so easy. Just go to the website, fullmoonhealingco.com. What's going on with Cowboy cornerback Trayvon Diggs? The question entering the season is, would he recover fast enough from last year's knee injury to make it into the starting lineup to begin the season? And he did it. He played in all 6 of the first games of the Cowboys this season and participated in 78% of all of their defensive snaps. But suddenly, a week ago, last Friday, the Cowboys announced that Diggs would miss the Sunday game against Washington because he'd suffered a concussion in an accident at home. Coach Stottlemyre would only say that Diggs himself would tell us what happened when he began talking again to reporters, but that he was still in protocol, and thus Diggs was not around to explain what happened to him in that home accident. And early this past week, Jerry Jones said he knew what had happened to Trayvon Diggs, but he wasn't going to tell us. He was going to let Trayvon tell us when he started talking to reporters again. And late in the week, Stephen Jones on radio said Trayvon, he'd had several things going on that pertain to past injuries. Yet, in the past weeks, the Cowboys haven't told us about anything regarding a significant injury to Diggs from his past hurts. So, what was the accident so severe that Trayvon Diggs has now been in concussion protocol more than a week and a half? And when's he going to talk? And why so secret that the Cowboys say they know what has happened, but won't tell us what happened? Doesn't this sound like something the NFL should investigate? In fact, doesn't this smell like 3-week-old fish? But Diggs, who signed a 5-year contract before the 23 season for $97.5 million, has now missed 15 games to injury in 2023, 6 more to the knee injury in 24, and now that he's on our IR, he'll miss at least 5 more games this season. He's eligible to come off injured reserve for the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving. But that's at least 26 games he will miss over the last 3 seasons. Does that sound like anyone Dallas would want to pay $18.5 million to next year? And by the way, cutting or trading Diggs would cost the Cowboys then only $6 million against the cap. But that's a decision a long ways away. Right now, I'd just sort of like to know the real details of that house accident. Do you ever think we'll get those real details?
And now, a word from our title sponsor. Today's episode has been brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Earlier, Live Better, and by Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon in Dallas and in Craig Ranch in McKinney. Bob's, a Dallas tradition for more than 30 years.
If you've enjoyed Just Wondering, please hit follow, and a fresh new episode will land in your mailbox early every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. Should you know a sports fan who might like our work, please share our contact information with that person. Just Wondering is technically directed by my wife Mary, who is also occasionally a talent on the show. It's produced by Mike Matern, edited and posted by Ashley Bullington. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Just Wondering. I'm Norm Hitzges, and know that every day I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges, and I'll just be wondering too.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.